Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your next feature game of the day. I'm your host, Jason Stitcha, and this matchup between the Slashing Pumpkins in green and IPA, or the Irate Puck Assassins, in black. Early push here by IPA. Blake Harvey maneuvering with the puck, but it is stolen from him. Still kept in, though, by Julia. And Blake continues to have control along the boards. Good battle there. In the corner, Jake Smith with the pressure for the Pumpkins. Shift back up to Blake, and Blake will chip it back up to Julia. It bounces off her foot, and is finally hit out of the zone by Liz. Kevin Shea, the netminder for IPA, will come way out, give it to Brendan, and Brendan will, I'm sorry, that's Mac. Mac the knife. Hits it all the way down. Off her foot and into the boards. Jake Smith can't get a hold of the puck. It goes behind the net. It is taken by Josh. Josh to Jake. Jake will chip it forward for Liz, but it gets by her, and Mac the knife once again with control of the puck. Kicked aside by Blake, and he will recover nicely. Blake Harvey tries to make a move around, cannot do so. The puck continues to bounce, and it will go back up to Liz, and she will chip it deep. A rush here by the Pumpkins now, but it is kicked aside and finally hit out again by IPA. Blake Harvey in the neutral zone. Cannot get by Ashley, but on the second effort, he is able to do so. Blake continuing. Shot from a tough angle, doesn't get through the netminder. It goes all the way down the zone. No icing here as it went off of Mac's foot. So play will continue uninterrupted. Liz giving Mac a bit of space to work with. He will chip it all the way up to Blake, but it bounces over his stick, and now Tim will retrieve it for the Pumpkins in the corner. Tim to Jake Smith. Jake hits it down, back in the neutral zone. A lot of play back and forth through the neutral zone so far. Jen McCulley up to Jake Smith. Jake Smith tries to make a move around, can't do so, but he does succeed in getting it to Liz. Liz will take a shot. That goes low and slow and is covered up by Kevin. Both teams getting a line change here. Head referee Neal about to drop the puck. Referee Tom Van Haren in a concussion-proof helmet right below us. Face-off win by the Pumpkins, kept in by Tim. He will take a shot, but it does not get through the number of bodies that are between him and the nets. That shot will get through. Kevin will steer it aside in the corner. Hit forward there up to CJ, but CJ's not able to get it out of the zone. But Brendan is. Tim swing and a miss. Gets it up to Sabi. And Jen with a little help too, but still in the zone for IPA. Attempted to be hit forward, but IPA maintains possession. Tim's able to chip it forward, but again, Brendan with a good keep. IPA now with some sustained time in the offensive zone. Long shot taken, but blocked aside by Sabi. And Sabi will chip it back to his teammate, and then we'll go all the way down through the neutral zone once more. Good job by Jen in pressuring. Steered aside by the netminder. I believe that is Jason Stelter in net for the Pumpkins. A long shot taken, but Tim is able to stop it before it becomes icing. Tim up the board, swing and a miss by CJ, and it will come back to the neutral zone. IPA has to touch up. They have done so. No icing as the shot came from center. Rattled around the boards. Kept in by Jules, and again kept in by her. No, swing and a miss. And finally taken the other way by Sabi. He will put a shot on. Blocker saved by Kevin. Still in the zone, good keep by Jen McCulley. And Jen will put a shot on that goes high and is able to be held into the glove of Kevin Shea. 11 minutes to go in the first period. Some Stick Magnets players behind me enjoying the game. Nikki Decoy, Chris Winkler, Andrew Grant here. Gladfeldt, sorry. There's two Andrews on that team. And they both have a last name that starts with G. And they both look stunningly alike. That last part may or may not be true. Right, continuing here, IPA pushing forward into the zone. Blake with a shot that is saved by Jason. Behind this guy it goes. And Blake is able to keep it in. Physicality there. Blake Harvey's on the ground. A shot taken. No penalty. Referee's ruling incidental contact. Swing and a miss by Julia, and it will go all the way down. Good job by the Pumpkins to negate the icing. And ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your TV sets The man right there is Mick. He is an old 2 Jackson Oak player. He has made his return here today to the DCHL. He's a DC cop. And no chance there on that one. A wide open back door, and IPA is able to hammer it home for the first goal of the game. Too much space, and when you give a player like Blake Harvey the space to work with, he'll either hammer the goal home himself, or he'll get it to his open teammate. And you saw that there. Hit forward. Blake will try and handle it. He does do so. Nice move around, but nice recovery there by Ashley. Blake continues though. A shot taken. Another save by Jason Stelter. Turned around. That buzzer is not us, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Rockville Sportsplex, there are a number of other events and activities going on, and so buzzers from the other courts will ring on occasion. So it is important to only stop play when the referees whistle it go. Pumpkins having difficulty in getting it out of their zone. They do succeed there, but it goes right back to the IPA sticks. Jake Smith now. Poked aside, he has to wait for his teammates to touch up. Ties it up at center, and now Jake Smith once again moving with it. Drops it back, drops it forward. Finally, Ashley is able to stop it along the boards before it gets any deeper. Another shot taken. Oh, a save there. Puck took an odd bounce, but does not go in the back of the net. Taken once again by IPA, Blake Harvey. Way offside, and that will force the whistle. Both teams towards the bottom of the standings in Rec Division. Slashing Pumpkins do have a win, IPA does not. They did tie the Greenback Boogies last week, so they do have a point in the standings. However, they are looking for their first win of this young season. This is week 4 of DCHL fall action. So thank you for joining us today. This is the last feature game of the night. We had 3 other feature games earlier today. So a shot and a goal, and I believe that will be credited to Jake Smith of the Slashing Pumpkins. A bouncing ball in front of the net. Jake's able to find it and hammer it to the side for the first Pumpkins goal of the game. Jake unassisted is the call by the referees, so again, that will make the score 1-1. Face-off win by IPA. Rob is able to tip it up to CJ. Just as quickly, it's out. CJ, nice move around Tim, but Tim is able to recover nicely, chip it up the boards, but too many IPA players there to keep it in. Let's save by the netminder. Sadi is able to push it forward. He's got to beat Rob to the puck. He does not do so. It is chipped forward, but kept in by the Pumpkins. A little tie up there. Play continues here towards the pink line. It is finally hit out of the zone all the way down. Will it go for icing? No, it has been waved off. So Jen McCulley will have to retrieve it. Right up to Brennan. Brennan takes a shot, but Tim's stick deflects it away. Good shot. Another good shot, but a better save made by Jason Stelter. Brendan thought he was going to find the back of the net, but he could not get it past the glove of the Slashing Pumpkins netminder. Outstanding work there to keep the score tied at 1 apiece. Face off one to the side by IPA. They choose to dump it into the corner. Josh will take it behind his own net. High in the sky it goes. Will this go for icing? It does look like it is eligible, but it has been waved off. Julia able to get there in time. Played up to Mac. Mac the knife chips it up to CJ. CJ's able to get by Ashley, but he's got a tough angle to shoot from. He instead chose to pass, but it got by his teammate. Good pass to Brennan. He wants a goal, but he is not going to get one there. Julia with the shot. Trickles wide of the net. CJ now will retrieve. He has a little bit of space to work with. He gets it up to Julia, but it is poked aside and taken the other way by Jake Smith. Jake not able to get it by Mac. Good swipe by him. And a little miscommunication there will force the puck wide and along the boards. Jake to Sabi. Sabi with a shot attempt, but Mac is once again able to swipe it aside. Sabi to Jake. Jake takes the shot again, deflected. Jake Smith gets his own rebound, but is not able to put it on net. That shot will also go wide. Kept in by Liz. Puck in front, but Jake Smith almost over the goaltender, but not quite. It goes to the side of the net, and now the rush is going the other way as Brendan of IPA has control. Shot taken. That one also goes wide of the net. Josh will chip it into the sky. It gets by everybody, but not far enough for an icing call. Mac pass up the center, got by Jake Smith's stick. Good play there by IPA. A chance here, and just over the net it goes. That is no goal, and play will continue here. Another shot taken, but it's steered aside that time by Josh. Jake Smith is able to get it to center, and he's got a breakaway here if he can capitalize. The ball did go wide, and not able to do so. It goes off of Liz's foot, bounces wide of the net, high in the sky it goes. Still kept in by Mick. Mick will battle with Blake for control of the ball. Tim's not able to keep it in, and so he will drop it back, and there will be a whistle. Some sort of penalty. I don't know what. I believe Mick will be assessed with the high stick, I think. I think that is the call, is Mick with a high stick. He's not happy about it, but the call will stand. So the Slashing Pumpkins will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. The clock is continuing to wind down. We'll see if they put extra time here as the referees are having a discussion. And it does not appear that any time will be added back on. So play will resume at the drop of the puck. Won by the Pumpkins. They dump it down deep. They are allowed to ice it now as they are shorthanded, so IPA will have to retrieve. 2:42 to go in the period, so assuming IPA does not score, we'll have a little bit of full strength time, not much. Good pass up, good swipe aside by Tim. It goes to Blake. Blake's not able to get it down any deeper. Shot attempt taken, goes high and wide. Another shot and a good save, and finally a cover by the Pumpkins netminder with 2:15 to go in the period. 1-1 is the score right now. Face-off win by the Slashing Pumpkins. The Pumpkins again having difficulty getting out of their zone. Shot taken there, and quality chance by Blake Harvey. But an even more quality save by Jason Stelter, who has stood on his head in this first period. Face-off win this time by IPA. Another shot taken by Blake. The rebound trickles, and that will be her second goal of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And that'll put IPA up 2-1.
What's her name again? New girl in the white hat.
She's 4. She did. She has the goal. Blake has the assist. And I think
So the woman in the white hat, whose name is escaping me right now, has her second goal of the game. Shot taken there by the Pumpkins, but a glove save made by Kevin Shea. There are, by my last counts, over 400 people in the DCHL. I know 99% of people, and for those I don't know, I make up nicknames until I find out their actual ones. So, yeah, so white-hatted woman is her name right now. And she has another chance, a shot taken, but a blocker save that steers the puck into the corner. Shot taken that time by Julia, but it's steered down by Jake Smith. Hand passes are allowed in the defensive zone, so no whistle there. And now Josh will have to retrieve in the corner. 24 seconds and counting. Scores 2-1 in favor of IPA. And White Hat takes another shot, goes just wide. And Julia will put a shot on net on her own. It doesn't get through traffic. Jen McCauley trying to hold up in the corner with 5 seconds to go. She will chip it to the opposite corner. And that should do it. Yes, it will. Jake Smith able to get control of the puck. But the bell has tolled on this first period of play. We'll get shots on net for you shortly. So shots are 13-8 in favor of the Irate Puck Assassins, and they are the ones heading in the second period with a 2-1 lead. That'll do it for this first period of action. We'll see you for the second period in a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of play here. Irate Puck Assassins in black versus the Slashing Pumpkins in green. Our IPA is ahead 2-1 heading in the second. And I found out the name of the white-hatted woman. Her name is Kendra, and she is the one with both of IPA's goals. So heading in the second, she has a chance for a third right now if she can get by everybody. Cannot do so. Swing and miss by Brendan there. So Jake will chip it up to Liz. Liz Woolley puts a shot on net that does not get through traffic. Rob Montreux with the stop there. Play continuing in the corner. Chipped up the boards and finally out of the zone by Brendan. It's a race between Kendra and Ashley here, but it looks like Ashley will win. No icing though, it is waved off. Kendra with a pass to Brendan, but it does not connect. Up to CJ here, he fumbles the puck a little bit, and so the Pumpkins will get it to Jake Smith, and he will get it quickly out of the zone. A stoppage of play here from the whistle of the referees. And it does appear that Brendan will be assessed a high sticking penalty. So at the 13:40 mark, the Slashing Pumpkins will enjoy a 2-minute man advantage. Allison Cheatham out there for IPA right now. It looks like she will be subbing for them for the immediate future. And a delay of game penalty now assessed to IPA, so they will, it looks like it'll be a 5-on-3 for the Slashing Pumpkins. So some initial confusion there. IPA had the extra attacker out there, or the even attacker out there rather. Not allowed to do that when you're on the PK. And they took too long to figure it out, so 2 penalties in quick succession assessed to IPA. So we'll have 2 minutes of 5-on-3 time. Get all the way down by Allison. Good icing by her. Ashley stops it and looks for a pass. They will get up to Kieran. Kieran, the Sabi. Played into the corner. Pass up to Tim. Tim is able to stop it with his foot and get it back down, but it is turned over to Blake Harvey, and he's able to hit it into the neutral zone. Tim will hold up, allow his team a chance to touch up. Gets it to Sabi. Sabi. An attempted pass to center, but stolen by Kendra. And Tim will get it back to Sabi, but it takes a bounce off his foot, so they are forced to hold up that rush as well. Blake able to chip it out of the zone again. Not much being done here on this 5-on-3 for the Slashing Pumpkins. And again, turned over to Blake, and Blake is able to chip it high in the sky and into the zone, or into the neutral zone rather. Tim back to Sabi. Sabi pass to Liz, but she whiffed on the shot, and Blake Harvey again able to chip it into the neutral zone, forcing the Pumpkins back. Pass to Sabi, a shot taken, but it goes off of Allison Cheatham. They continue in the corner here. Kieran wants the call, he's not going to get one. High in the sky it goes, stopped by Jason Stelter. And now played in the corner, from the corner by Josh. Up the boards to Sabi. Sabi. With a shot attempt, but it goes just wide of the net. Not much time left on the penalties against IPA. And again, some physicality and a little bit of aggression there. Referees allowing play to continue, but both Blake and Kieran need to be careful about their aggressiveness. Ashley to Josh, swing and a miss on the attempted shot attempt. Attempted shot attempt, yes, I realized what I said there. Chip forward by Sabi, but again turned over, and then turned back over to the Pumpkins, and now finally out of the neutral zone. IPA is now at full strength. They have successfully killed off the 5-on-3 power play opportunity for the Pumpkins. Pumpkins not able to get, I don't think they got any shots on that sequence. Blake Harvey just able to continue chipping it into the neutral zone and kill any chance they had of a rush. Another save made by Jason Stelter, went high and behind him. Pass up to center to Jake Smith. Jake Smith has to hold up. Takes it forward, a shot taken, saved by Kevin, and the rebound trickles away from him to the stick of Jake Smith, and he is able to hammer it home and tie the game at 2 apiece. Jake from Josh is the official call. So with 9:50 to go in the second period of play, the score is now tied at 2 apiece. Pumpkins not able to score on the 5-on-3, but it doesn't matter. They score when it is full strength. Brendan trying to get to the puck, cannot do so. Tim will jam it behind the net for Jen. Jen not able to get by CJ, at least for the moment. CJ still has control. Jake is able to jam it up to Jen once more. Kept in by Julia, steered aside. But continuing in the corner, we've seen this all game, folks. IPA has sustained zone time. They've been doing a very good job of pressuring into the offensive zone and forcing the Pumpkins on their heels. Goes to Mick. Mick will take it behind the net. Jams it up the boards. And a good play there by the Pumpkins, but the rush is killed because it gets ahead of Jake Smith. Jen to Jake. Good battle there by Julia, and she is able to steal it from behind and bring it back into the neutral zone. Jake Smith hoping to get by her for a rush of his own, but unable to do so. Jake to Mick. Mick, nice move there by Julia. He's got a couple trailers, not able to get a pass off there. That one does succeed in getting off, and it does trickle to the stick of Jake Smith, but it is hit down into the zone. Pumpkins are offside, and I do believe that there will be a stop of play here. I think another penalty. And I believe Mick will be assessed a high stick. No. He was merely coming off for a line change. It appears that the penalty will be assessed against IPA. So not long after killing a 5-on-3, IPA will once again be shorthanded. They didn't have too much trouble killing the previous penalties, but we'll see if the Pumpkins can regroup and get something going here. Oh, a shot taken. It trickled in between the legs of Kevin Shea, but it trickled just wide of the net, so no goal there. And Pumpkins maintain possession. Tipped in the corner. Pumpkins with control. Pumpkins take it behind IPA net. Allison Cheatham coming in to pinch in. A shot taken, but not enough of the blade was on the ball. And it will go low and slow to Kevin for the cover. 7:05 and counting on IPA's penalty. Face-off win by IPA. It is kept in by Josh. Josh takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Kendra gets it to Mac. Mac the knife, tries to chip it out of the zone, is able to do so. It goes off Ashley's stick. Jason will come out of his net and stop it for her, but she's got to hurry because there's an IPA player on her tail. Swing and a miss by Josh. He's able to recover and push it out of the zone. Taken forward there, a little collision, but nothing untoward. Karen takes the spill, he gets up, play continues. Off the back of the net. Karen's all alone at center there. Allison, though, notices him and pinches in. Flashing Pumpkins trying to get their first lead of the game, but it will not happen there. IPA able to ice that down and force it back. Almost turned over to Blake when the netminder was still well outside his net, but it works out in favor of the Pumpkins. Centering pass, intercepted that time by Blake Harvey, and he will take it the other way, pass it to Kendra. Kendra, will she get a hat trick here? She will choose to pass to Blake, so it's not going to come on that sequence. Sabine plays along the boards, and IPA has successfully killed their penalty. They're at full strength. Blake, a shot from a tough angle that is saved by Jason. Pass up to Mac. Mac the knife with the shot. And another save made by Jason Stelter. Blake continuing along the boards. Allison's able to keep it in. Big fight for control of this ball, but Jake Smith able to hammer it out and force IPA back. They have touched up already, so they can chase it into the zone, and indeed they will. Ashley behind the Pumpkins net. Just up to Sabine. Sabine not able to get by Blake Harvey. Blake lost his stick. Finally, Jake Smith now taking it the other way. Tries to anyway. He was jabbed up by Rob. And Tim. To Sabine. 4:45 to go in the second period of play. Pumpkins do gain the offensive zone, but just as quickly it's out. Actually to Tim. Tim is able to spin around. Sabine, a no-look pass that ends up on the stick of Rob Montreux. Actually. A little difficulty there. It's kept in by Kendra. And now taken forward by Blake. And suddenly, IPA has the offensive zone again. Kendra, oh, another couple shot attempts there, but neither of them get to the net. And Jake Smith, using his speed, he has a chance. But a great glove save by Kevin Shea. Tied at 2 goals apiece. Both teams getting a line change here. Everybody getting settled and set. Referee Neal drops the puck. Won by Jake. Tried to get it to Mick. It got by him. Josh is able to keep it in. It goes high in the sky. Bounces off Mick. Jammed up the clear attempt there, but it does come out on the second effort. Mick is still offside and still offside. And now they're good to go. Long pass up to Kendra, but broken up by Jen McCulley. Jake Smith now moving with Mick. He will pass it, but it will be offside. Mick, I believe, the offender there. No harm, no foul. Mick tapping Kevin on the shoulder, saying, "My bad, I didn't hear the whistle." Face-off will occur just outside the zone. Tom Van Haren dropped the puck. Looking well protected in his concussion-proof helmet. One to Josh, but a good keep there by Brendan. Brendan, rather. Hit all the way down and then hit back all the way down the other way. Skipped into the zone. Jen McCulley able to get it by Brendan and then continues to move with it and is able to push it out of the zone to Liz. Liz Woolley trying to beat Julia to the puck. Cannot do so. And Brendan able to use his strength to chip it in even further. Shot taken. Save made. A forceful blocker save forward. Beg your pardon, Kieran's not able to handle it. Josh chips it around. Brendan with control. Looking for a pass, none to be had right now. He will choose instead to take it behind the net and try a wraparound. Julia with a shot attempt, and there will be a penalty here. And I think CJ is going to be assessed with the rough. Okay, so Mick is being assessed a roughing. CJ is being assessed a holding. They're offsetting penalties, so 5-on-5 play will continue. But they'll take a 2-minute break on their benches. So think about their actions and what they've done. Face-off win by Kendra to Blake. Blake will take a shot. Goes high over the net. But McCauley's able to tap the man. Prevent another shot from being taken. That one will go wide around the net. Tim not able to jam it out of the zone. Kieran held up for a moment, but he does recover nicely. He pushes forward, but Allison's able to dump it deep, or semi-deep rather, into the zone. But her teammates had to touch up. All the way down it goes. No icing here. Play will continue. Allison tries to jam it up the boards. Took it off. Took an odd angle. So it's still kept in the zone by the Pumpkins. To Liz. Kendra able to chip it out and chip it up to Blake Harvey. He's got some space to work with. And he will take the shot. But a nice save, and then the rebound is covered up quickly by Jason Stelter with 15 seconds to go in the period. It does look like we'll get another drop. It is won by Kendra to Blake. Shot taken, but a good block by Kieran. He's got 4 seconds, and he has some space. Shot taken, but it's low and slow and steered aside by Kevin Shea. And that'll do it for the second period of action. Score heading into the third and final period is 2-2. We'll get shots on net for you momentarily.
Well, don't get tired.
Will I get shots? I don't know. It's always a hit or miss thing, folks. So Slashing Pumpkins out shooting IPA 10-7 in that period, and we head into the third with the deadlock, a 2-2 deadlock. I'll do it for the second period broadcast. We'll see you again momentarily. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third and final period of action here between the Slashing Pumpkins in green and the Irate Puck Assassins, or IPA, in black. I'm your host, Jason Stitcha. Kendra will take a moment to clean off her glasses. And now that is done, we have the opening face-off of the third. Won by IPA to Blake Harvey. Blake Harvey chips up to Kendra. She has both IPA goals. She's looking for the trick, but she won't get it there as Jake Smith has control of the puck right now. Chips it along the boards to Sabi. Sabi centering pass attempt, but it is hit out by IPA and taken in the other direction now. Blake, he's got a shooting lane. He takes it, but Jason Stelter is able to make the first save. The rebound trickles, though, to IPA, and they are able to get a quick goal at about the 30-second mark of the third. That'll put them up 3-2.
And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd having a ball behind me here, ladies and gentlemen. They are anxiously awaiting the start of their matchup. Stick Magnets versus, who are you guys going? Scabs. Stick Magnets versus Scabs at 9 p.m. here at the Rockville Sportsplex. That game will not be taped, unfortunately, but I'm sure these guys, yeah, they're shaking their heads. They're like, whatever. Shot, but again, another glove save by Kevin Shea. It's always disappointing to miss out on that beard. That is a beard made for TV, Chris. I'm gonna pan over here real quick and look at that glorious beard. How long did that take you to grow? A while? 2 or 3 months? Yeah. My beard growing skills are very poor. Facial hair, not a thing in the Stitcher family. Anyway, enough about that. Play continues in the corners. Slashing Pumpkins looking for a tying goal. They won't get it there. They chip it high in the sky. Goes to Kevin Shea. Julia gets it to Brendan. Brendan moving at center, gets a shot off, but it goes wide. It might have been deflected on its way there. I'm not entirely certain. Kendra in the corner tried to get it back to Brendan. It will trickle to the net, and it will be steered behind by Jason Stelter. No clear attempt, goes to Mac the knife stick. Rebound trickles to Kendra. She almost had the hat trick there, but Jason was able to close the back door in time. Behind this guy towards us. A little close to the camera, but not enough to make me nervous about it. Pumpkins trying to get something going here. Turned over to Kieran. Kieran to Sabi. Sabi cannot handle it. It will trickle to the corner, and Max and Knife will get there first. He will jam behind the IPA net. Sabi, though, good pressure. He comes away with that one. And will there be a penalty? No. Referee saying that that was a legal drop of the puck. That will go all the way down, and that will, looks like that'll go for icing, and yes it will. Allison Cheatham using every bit of speed she had to try and negate that icing, but it was not a clear win by her. And so the whistle comes and the face-off will happen at the stick side of Kevin. Kevin having some words with head referee Neil. I think Kevin believed that Allison had clearly won the race. Didn't look like it from our angle and didn't look like it from the referee's angle, so the call will stand.
Oh my God, everything is
Face-off win by the Pumpkins, but quickly turned over to IPA. IPA will take it behind their own net. Rob with the long clear attempt, kept in by Mick, and he's able to keep this drive alive for the Pumpkins a little bit longer. Mick not able to handle that one, but Tim's able to keep it in. Mick with a backhand shot attempt, well wide of the net though. Kieran trying to move with the ball. He's tied up in the corner. Poked up to Brendan. But he's not able to get that out of the zone either. Second effort does succeed, but it will go all the way down for an icing, so face-off will once again occur at the stick side of Kevin Shea. So the tables seem to have turned a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. For most of this game, IPA has had sustained time in the offensive zone. However, it looks like the Slashing Pumpkins are enjoying a little bit of time of their own now. A couple icings certainly helping them out in that regard, but they've also done a great job of keeping the ball in play. You saw it there. Blake Harvey finally is able to jam out of the zone. A 2-on-1 developing here. Good pass, but fanned on the shot. Jake Smith is able to get back and jam the puck out. Nick moving forward with the puck. Kept in by Jake Smith. IPA wanted the call to be out, but the referee saying that it was still in the zone. Jake Smith jams to the corner for Liz Woolley. It's it back to Jake. Jake trying to create some separation between him and Kendra. He'll instead pass to Jen McCulley. She will take a shot, does not get through traffic. And it will go all the way out to Blake. Blake has a bit of a breakaway here, but he was forced wide by Josh. Ooh, a nice move and a nice shot by Blake Harvey. But Jason Stelter is able to make the save and keep this a 1-goal deficit. A nice move by Blake Harvey. Chris Winkler clearly impressed. Thinking about trying it during his matchup.
It won't look like that though. It'll probably end up in
Puck goes high in the sky. Jake Smith able to chip it forward. Not out of the zone yet. A bouncing ball is shot in by Allison. But Jake is able to finally get it to Liz. A little ahead of her, however. Ooh, a rare miscue by Blake Harvey. And some physicality there. Blake not happy about the bodies being thrown against him, but the referee's allowing play to continue uninterrupted. And it looks like there will be a penalty here, and it looks like it will be against Blake. Blake very clearly throwing a retaliatory check there, so he will be thrown off into the bench. He will have a 2-minute water and towel break. And the Slashing Pumpkins will have a very important power play here. 8 minutes to go in the third and counting. I'm going to pause the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, because battery life is running low. We will resume at the... Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The drop about to occur here. Referee sorting out the situation, so IPA will be on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. Cleared all the way down. Jason Stelter will come out, stop it, hammers it up to Ashley. Pressed into the zone by the Slashing Pumpkins. They're not able to have anything happen there. Kevin with a diving poke attempt. He misses it, but Slashing Pumpkin's not able to capitalize on the opportunity. Tim takes a shot, but Julia is able to stop it before it gets to the netminder. Out of the zone it comes again. Ashley gets it along the boards. Tim pushed in the zone. It was still offside, so the whistle will stop play here. The clock continues to run here in the DCHL, ladies and gentlemen, unless it is a one-goal game, and only when, in that instance, it is under a minute to play. So assuming the score holds, and even if the Pumpkins do tie it, the clock will stop at a minute left. Dump deep by IPA. Nice steal there, or at least nice pressure by Brendan. He was able to hold up the Pumpkins' advance for a couple seconds longer. And again, dumped down by IPA. IPA has done a good job all game in killing penalties. They killed a 5-on-3 earlier, and then they killed another penalty shortly after that. Kendra looking for the hat trick, not able to get it past Jason Stelter in that instance though. Play in the corner now. And pushed up by Kieran. Dumped all the way down. No icing here as it came at center. Ashley moving with it. Goes all the way down. Good forward. Kieran looking for someone at the point, but there was nobody there except IPA. Goes all the way down. Josh is able to chip it to Ashley. Ashley with some time and space to work with, but Brennan's coming on her hard. She's able to get this to be kept in by Kendra. Pumpkins able to finally get it to the neutral zone. Fanned on the pass attempt, turned over to Kendra. She will move with it now. First shot attempt is jammed up by Ashley. She will take it behind the net. Nice move to hold up. Pass to Blake Harvey. Blake. Shot taken, but Josh was able to block it before it got to the nets. Finally chipped out of the zone, and so IPA is forced to touch up. Comes down a fair distance, and this will go for icing. I'm going to pause the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, and try and get a cord here so that we can charge this camera. Play resumes on the drop. We are working very quickly to get a charger up here. There's only about 4 minutes of battery life on this period, or on this camera rather. But we don't want to miss a second of the action, so we're going to find someone to run up here to help me out, and so that the camera won't die. We turned over there in front of the net by Tim, but no harm, no foul. Pumpkins succeed getting out of the zone, and they're forced to, or IPA is forced to touch up in that instance. Shift time to sky to Blake Harvey. He cannot get by Jake Smith. Jake Smith trying to move the other way, but Blake with some good pressure. Two IPA players in the mix there. Swing and a miss by Jen, but it goes off her foot. She's able to break up the rush. Turned over to Allison. Mick trying to get to the puck first. He cannot do so. He does, on the second effort, get control of it for a moment. Shot taken by Liz, but a save made by Kevin. IPA wants a penalty against Mick. They're not going to get one. A little physicality is allowed as long as you don't go over the line, and the referees felt that it did not go over the line in that instance. IPA continuing to argue for a penalty here. They're not going to get one. Neil will hear their words, but it looks like they will fall on deaf ears. Face-off win by the Pumpkins. Tim's able to jam it forward. Goes all the way down. Blake almost having a breakaway there, but it was too far ahead of him. Jason Stelter is able to clear it to neutral.
Drop it down. To drop it down here?
Yes. We are working frantically to get the production crew of one, ladies and gentlemen. Suds coming up from the scores booth to get the extension cord, as there is no outlet up here from my vantage point, so we have to drop an extension cord all the way down to the netting. Blake with the chance, shot taken, and that will be a goal. So the score is now 4-2 in favor of IPA with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And about 1 minute left on the camera's battery life. Yeah, hurry up. With a quickness, Suds is running down to plug it in.
I see it's a penalty flag.
Everybody set. Face-off win by IPA. They're held up for a moment. Back to knife. Not able to get it past Liz. Slashing Pumpkins continue to try and push forward into the zone. It is out, and Jen McCulley is forced to dump it. Played all the way up to Kendra. Kendra, centering pass attempt, doesn't find her teammate, and so Jen McCulley will jam it up to Liz. Liz Woolley. It's off the board. There's the Mac. Mac will pressure in now. His shot is deflected. Do you need more slack? Sorry, folks. Battery is dying. Hurry up, it's dying. And it does appear that we are saved, ladies and gentlemen. The battery icon is gone, but we're still recording, which means that Suds is successfully plugged in the extension cord, but not much time to spare. Pumpkins choosing to take their timeout at the 1 minute mark.
Jason, good?
Yes.
Can you get the time?
It is a 2-goal game now, ladies and gentlemen, so the clock will continue to run at under a minute at every stoppage of play. If the Pumpkins score quickly and make it a 1-goal contest, then every stoppage of play will stop the clock. A lot has to go right for them for that to happen. And they are wisely taking their time out here to discuss the issue. They have pulled their goalie from the net, so they have an extra attacker out there. So 6-on-5 for the Slashing Pumpkins, but a very lonely, unoccupied net on the other side of the ring. Face-off win by Kendra, but Jake Smith is able to pressure forward. Centering pass doesn't find any of the Pumpkins players. Brendan high in the sky, or tries to get high in the sky, cannot get past Josh. And Slashing Pumpkins are still offside. Jake Smith pressuring hard into the zone, but his teammates were unfortunately off. That shot will go just wide of the net, and it will go down for icing. Clock will again continue to roll. And illegal icing here by IPA as they were up by 2 goals. They are up by 2 goals. So 6-on-4 now for the Pumpkins. Only 34 seconds to work with. They need to score quickly and able to force a stoppage of play. A shot taken there, but a save by Kevin Shea. Jake Smith. Good pass, and there is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Power play goal by the Slashing Pumpkins. They've had many power play opportunities this game, but that is the first one that they've converted on. 4-3 is the score right now with 24 seconds exactly in regulation play. Because this is the regular season, we do not have overtime or shootouts. So if the game is tied, it will remain a tie. But still another goal for the Pumpkins to be scored before we enter into that tie scenario. Not ably kept in, 19 seconds and counting. Pumpkins still have their netminder out of the net. Only 10 seconds to work with, and it looks like that'll do it. Rob holding up, he's not in any sort of hurry. Good keep by the Pumpkins, but it is 4-0. The final buzzer will toll, and your final score of this game is IPA 4, Slashing Pumpkins 3. A hard-fought effort by both teams, but it is IPA that will get their first win of this regular season. Pumpkins playing hard, fighting hard to the end, but they are unable to tie it and get a point in the standings. Handshakes all around. Wins, losses. Those things are important, but what's more important, ladies and gentlemen, is good sportsmanship. And we see that every day here in the DCHL. Final shots in that period were 9-8 in favor of the Slashing Pumpkins. But the despite their efforts again, they fall today to the Irate Puck Assassins. That'll do it for this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. I've been your host, Jason Stitcha. You have a great and wonderful week.